Well, hello guys. Today I got a new VCR. It's this Panasonic right there. And this VCR, today my dad brought it back from his work. This VCR is from someone who works with my dad. And I'll show you the model number on the back. And this is a very lightweight VCR. The model number is PV-453-K, and it was manufactured in the year 2003. So it is 15 years old. It's like in the latest models of VCRs, made in Indonesia. And well, on the back there is just the basic outputs, the AV input and output, and the RF coaxial in and out. And this VCR looks a lot like another model that Silvertips 2016 has. The model is a PV-453-K, and on that model that Silvertips has, well, it looks exactly like that. It is exactly like that, but I think on his model there is like AV inputs there on the front, and this one that only has inputs on the back. And it also looks exactly like a VCR that I used to have and that I donated just recently. Like my Panasonic, it was the front looked exactly like that, and it had inputs there, I think. And it was the color was like light silver, and it had a different mechanism. And well, this VCR is working just fine. I was expecting it to work since it's not that old, and these models are pretty good. Those Panasonic, they're not that bad, and well, most often VCR from the early 2000s still work. So the picture is working just fine. And well, the clock is not set on it. I had a remote with it, like the person also gave a remote with it, but it's like he did a mistake. It's the wrong remote. It was a Panasonic DVD player remote. So we're going to give it back to him and tell him that he did a mistake and it's not the right remote. So maybe he has a Panasonic DVD player at home, or maybe he does not have it anymore. We don't know. So now we're going to see the inside of this VCR. And well, I also have another VCR with that mechanism. It's this Panasonic there. It is stored there. So I might keep this one because I think it's working better. And now, well, now we're going to see the inside. Now here we have the VCR open. It was only 2 screws to remove the top cover, so quite easy. And well, we see the inside. It's a pretty basic VCR, a pretty basic mechanism, but it's still an interesting mechanism. I like it. It has a pinch rotor that goes down. You know, on the vertical gear. So I find that thing pretty interesting. And now we will insert a tape. And well, when you insert it, it loads it, and then the drum stops spinning, and it will start spinning again if you press play. Now it's currently playing the tape. And if you press stop, like the pinch roller disengages from the capstan, but the drum continues to rotate. And if we press power, we power off the VCR, and the drum stops spinning. And if you press power again, it does not start. And well, sorry. If you press play and then stop, it now it rotates, but it will stop spinning. It will stop spinning after a moment. So that part is quite interesting. It is very similar to a sharp VCR mechanism that I have already compared with my other Panasonic. It's this sharp VCR right there. I've already compared it with this Panasonic, which has the same mechanism as this. And well, right now we're going to fast forward the tape, and you will see this VCR fast forward pretty fast. So it goes quite fast, but it's not as fast as my other Panasonic that was a light silver color. So the idler is pretty noisy. So there might be something wrong in the idler, but it's just a noise. It's not doing anything wrong. On this VCR you can fast forward with 2 speeds. So right now I press fast forward, and then again, and it goes faster, and also rewind. This VCR does not have a pause button on the front, which is pretty dumb, but at least it has the main functions. It's a pretty basic front. There's only 7 buttons. There's power, stop, eject, play, rewind, fast forward, and record. Yeah, I think I said 7 buttons, but 8 buttons. You know, I counted these on only once. So now next to it, I have my other Panasonic VCR, the model number PV-453-K that I got at Value Village in 2012, 6 years ago. And I'll show you the back. Here you can see the model number, and above it you can see the date. So the date is like at the same place as here, is like the same sticker. So this VCR was made in November 2000. It could have been June, but yeah, here I noticed, like you see, 27. So like at the second position is the number of the day. So it's the same thing here. So we can tell it's from like November. And well, those VCRs they have the same mechanism, but this one is older, and they have a few differences in the mechanism, but they are pretty similar. Like they are built very, very similar with some difference. The front is different. Like the buttons are not at the same place, not at all. This one has inputs. This one does not. And well, this one does not have the same display. It's completely different. Like this one, it does not even have the same type of display. This one is a VFD display, and this one is like a LED display. And well, yeah, you can see the same mechanism, and also the power supply is basically the same exact thing. You can see the components are like at the same place. You can see those two capacitors there. I think they are capacitors. They are like exactly at the same place. And I think the circuit board is also the same shape. And this VCR is like a smaller size. I don't know why they let all this space here. You see on the left side, there is some blank space there. And well, there are some differences that I noticed. You can see here the metal is this piece here in the center. It's made of like dark color metal, and here it's a silver color. And also you can see this loading arm. You can see here is black and here it's white. And I think it doesn't look exactly the same. The shape of the arm is a bit different. And besides that, like the main difference is of course the drum. You can see here it does not have a circuit board, and it has the drum motor on the bottom side. And this one has the drum motor on the top side with a green circuit board. And here you have a head leader. I did not remove it because I think it's still good. And here there is no head leader, and I did not remove it. Maybe it has been removed before, but probably there was none. But there is still the space to install it. And this VCR, I have replaced the belt on the bottom side with a rubber band, and it works just fine. It goes faster than the other one. You can see here, this is a sort of trouble that we have here. Okay, so I just found the problem. Like the rubber band that I put, it fell off. So that's pretty strange. It worked just fine until now, and then it fell off. So I just put a regular belt on it. So maybe it's true that rubber bands are not reliable, but they work for a time. They work like when you don't have belts for a time, like it has worked until now. It's been there for like over 2 years. and now it will work. It will be working just fine. So it's actually working pretty well. It just has that weird issue, like you know when you that it does not fully goes down and it kind of moves a bit when it goes in fast forward mode. That's pretty strange, but I think this does not affect the working of the VCR. But at least, actually, I think it once did a little problem when I was trying to reverse search or something. So I'm not sure if I can sell this VCR. But actually now I think it's working, so I might sell it. It seems to be working fine now. And I think the belt is working better than the rubber band that was there. So it seems to be working fine and with no problem, so I think I should sell it. I'll just show you that issue that I talked about, like on this VCR with the cassette carriage. So you see right now it is in a stop position, and you see it's kinda loose. And yeah, you will see exactly when I press fast forward, when it will go in fast forward mode, the cassette carriage will kinda go forward a little bit. This VCR does not do that problem at all. Now it doesn't seem to be as loose as it was. It kind of went forward just a little bit. Now I've pushed it, so we didn't see it as much, but you will see if I insert it in the other VCR. You see it's not loose at all, it is solidly inserted in the VCR. So I don't know if if it was a manufacturing defect in this VCR, and maybe it was fixed in this version, I don't know. Also this belt, the VCR, this belt, I did not replace it, and it works just fine. And well, also there are some other difference that I did not talk about yet. You can see here the capstan. You can see it entirely, and here there is like a housing on it, something that covers it. And you see the audio head just next to it. It has a black part and a silver part, and this one it has only the silver part. So some newer VCRs have only the silver part, and well, I don't know exactly why some VCRs have only the silver part and some does not. So if you know it, tell me in the comments. I forgot to say, but when I took off the chassis to replace the belt, I found this part. It fell off. It was under the VCR, so I don't know exactly where this part goes. It kinda looks like this one, but maybe it went there, or but the same part is still present here. I don't know how to reassemble it, but the VCR seems to be working without the part. So if someone knows where it went, and also if it was important, you can tell me in the comments. And now that's pretty much it for my video, and bye!